Taking a stroll in the woods is always a novel idea, but this young boy's adventure in the forest led him to accidentally uncovering a mystery that has been left stale for decades. He accomplished something that even professionals tried and failed at before him. Kurtna Lake District is a wooded 30 hectares of tranquil beauty, which has about 40 lakes in it. As you can imagine, the spot is a favorite in Estonia for anyone who wants to hide away from the world for a few hours. That is exactly what our young explorer was doing, walking aimlessly in the woods with the soft patter of rain around him. The boy was very content until he took a look at the ground in front of him. He spotted something rather unnatural, which he just couldn't place. It looked like the earth itself had been gouged open into the ground by something or someone. He could only see the top of the thing, but had no idea what to make of it. Whatever it was, it looked like someone had intentionally placed it there. Confused and shaken, he rushed back home and recalled the entire story to his parents. Even though their son was visibly distraught, the parents thought nothing of it and tried to calm the situation. Still, the boy went on and on about the item and agreed to go and take a look at it. They asked a few friends to come along as well, but the minute they saw the buried mystery for themselves, they called the police. As the parents described their son's discovery in detail to the authorities over the phone, they seemed to get more and more alarmed. There was something clearly lodged under the murky waters of this lake, and was it dangerous? The authorities brought with them heavy-duty equipment to bring the mystery to an end. They drove a massive bulldozer into the wooded area to pull, with the help of some ropes, whatever carved the trail out of the water. It might seem easy in theory, but in practice, this was hard work even with the equipment. At that point, they had no idea what was buried in there. For all they knew, it could have been something unsafe. Slowly, though, some divers attached ropes to the object and then attached the ropes to the bulldozer. All the horsepower of the heavy equipment tugged on whatever was submerged in the water. After some time, the bulldozer pulled something to the surface. At that point, several people from around the town had come to the site to see for themselves what this young boy had accidentally found in the forest. A few people gasped as they saw a massive open hatch, and soon a completed picture formed in the crowd's heads. Was this some kind of old transport vehicle? A few people cleared away mud and muck with shovels and revealed what exactly had submerged itself. Things seemed to be moving quickly now, but not enough for some watchers. They eagerly grabbed shovels and helped dig away the grime caked to the vehicle. The boy looked on, satisfied and excited, as not only because his suspicions were justified, but also because his discovery has brought the whole town together. Finally, after hours of sweaty, high-energy work, everyone involved in the massive undertaking uncovered enough of the metallic mystery to finally see what it was. The huge metal machine, ominous, stood in front of everyone. And it was a World War II tank, and somehow it was in nearly perfect condition. The turret loomed over everyone's heads as the enormous metal frame rattled out onto the bank. The tank was immediately recognized as a Soviet-built T-34-76A. This was an expensive and very dangerous machine, which was used in World War II. The T-34 was the mainstay of Soviet armored forces throughout the war, but that also meant that with 44,900 lost during the war, it also suffered the most tank losses ever. After much deliberation, historians theorized the tank was abandoned in the lake. It was obvious that the vehicle was left, willing since it did not have any damage. Something similar happened halfway across the world in Oregon, USA. At the Detroit Dam on the North Santiam River creates a reservoir known as Detroit Lake. The lake provides water for the city of Salem and intrigue every autumn. Towards the end of every year, the lake runs mostly dry, exposing a cracked and grassy surface that brings locals out to the Marion County mountains in droves. It's not the lake's barren surface they want to see, however. Well, not exactly. Rather, travelers pull off Route 22 every fall, usually between October 1st and January 1st, hoping to catch a glimpse of history, a piece of the area's rich past jutting from the soil like a troop of 2-foot soldiers. Tree stumps pepper the landscape, vestiges of the past creating an eerie atmosphere. Touch a stump and you won't feel the familiar bark. When full, the lake's a popular place for water sports. But in 2015, a drought drained the lake in its entirety, revealing the deepest depths of the reservoir. Marion County Sheriff's Deputy Dave Zahn saw this as an opportunity to explore the land beyond the stumps. In a part of the lakebed submerged underwater for over 70 years, the deputy saw what at first might have looked like a fat tree branch in between two stumps. But as he neared the oddity, he saw more clearly what it actually was. Out of the mud stuck a wagon, complete with massive spoked wheels and a spring seat. Low oxygen levels in the reservoir preserved the piece of history almost perfectly, including a metal plate with some telling details. The metal plate revealed the wagon was built in 1875 by the Milburn Wagon Company of Toledo, Ohio, the biggest wagon manufacturer in the U.S. at the time. A simple discovery, yes, but one that had an immeasurable impact on the local community.